Welcome back JSSTACK. Guys, this is the day 3 of our React JS Ready challenge of Disney Plus clone. Great! Okay, now guys, in previous video we just built our UI home, our login screen and the detail page of that Disney Plus clone. Okay guys, this is static data, it is dummy data which is provided by the local system. Okay, but in my clone Disney Plus website, I am fetching the real-time data from the database which is powered by the Firebase. Okay, when I click that, it fetch the real-time data. It pulls the real-time data. Okay, it's grabbing the movies from the database, and also we have the sign out functionalities. When I click there, it is logged in. Okay, and also authenticate from the Google. So all these functionalities powered by the Firebase. Okay, so my friends, let's move back to our project. Now I move back to the Google, search there Firebase. Okay, Firebase is a platform developed by the Google for building your web apps and mobile apps. Okay, it allows us to add integrations. Okay, it allows us to add auth from the Google, Firebase, Microsoft, GitHub and some other platforms. Okay, that's good, that's so good. Now I am getting started from the Firebase. It's loading. Okay, add a new project, enter your project name, so Disney Plus YouTube. Continue to your project. If you want to enable your Google Analytics, then pull up there. Otherwise, I don't want to add Google Analytics, so create a project. It takes up to some minutes. Okay, good, so good. Go, let's go. Finally guys, project is set up. Continue. Okay guys, I want to build my web app, so I clicking there. Okay, and my app name means say that my website name, which is Disney Plus YouTube. Okay, Disney Plus YouTube, just simple. We set up the Firebase sourcing later, so registered our app. Okay, and it takes some time. Yes. Okay, wait, it's giving me some instruction. It says that install a Firebase into your project. Okay, we need to install Firebase into our project. Copy from there, go to the VS Code, split a new terminal just like there, enter, and it is going to be installing. Great. Till it's installing, go back to there and continue to console. We set up our app later. When you continue to your project, guys, at top left corner we have a settings icon. Click there and go to project settings. Okay, this is our project info. Okay, great, and come out there. This is our app info which we just created. Okay, so good, that's so good. Now we need to configure our Firebase. Okay, config Firebase. Copy this code by clicking there and go to VS Code. Okay, in the source folder I have a file, firebase.js. Paste this code in there, format your document. That's great. Okay, now first we need to import our Firebase, and finally if I show you, boom guys, my Firebase is installed successfully. CLS into the Firebase.js. First import Firebase from Firebase. Okay, now guys, first initialize our Firebase app. Okay, I just initialize my Firebase app by adding Firebase configuration. Okay, great. You can also add this object into directly there, but I think we need to add a variable in there. Oh, it is a convention. Okay, that's great. Now I just config database from the Firebase Firestore. Either what we have a database in the Firebase. Okay, great. And now I just config the auth for my Google authentications. Okay, this auth is gets a parameter called provider. So I am giving a provider to my Google Earth. Okay, that's great. Now this Google Earth provider gets a storage, so I just config the storage bucket for my Google authentications. Okay, now and I just exported Google Auth configuration, provider, storage and database. Database is export default, not as object. Okay, that's great. Database is just a global object in there, so I export default. Okay, now let's move back to Google and click their 5-star database. We need to create a database. Click in there, create database. I am going through production mode, not test mode, because we are hosting the site live on the Google. Okay, so click next and choose your location. I am going with by default. Enable your analytics for Google Store database. Okay, and it takes up to some minutes or maybe seconds till just chill. Okay, Cloud Firestore database is set up. Okay, start a collection movies. Next, okay, auto ID. Now there you can also add your own ID via generator and auto ID. Okay, there we have a background image. Okay, it's a string, and there we have a URL of our image. Okay, guys, this is a large of data. Look at that, this is a very big data. How you can set up this data one by one? It takes a lot of time. It takes a day or month, whatever. Okay, so I just deleted this document, this collection from there. Okay, I have a one more solution for that. I found from the Google a dependency which is powered by Sync Advisor. Okay, that's great. Node file store import and export. Guys, this is very beautiful dependencies. Okay, actually it helps to pull and push data from Firebase file store database. Okay, look at their ratings. Oh my goodness, what is that? Okay, into the documentation, how you can install globally into your system. Copy this command from there, go to command prompt. I love to work from command prompt. Okay, because it's not giving me errors. Okay, and paste there, enter. This time I am going to with npm package manager. It's installing. Okay, great. Till it's installing, first we need to get a private key from the Firebase. Now guys, go back to Firebase. Okay, project settings. In there we have a server's accounts. Click there and it's automatically generated a private key for your project. Generate private key. Okay, download. Oh, it's downloaded. Good, that's so good. Okay, now we need to get an API. I provide you a link in the description. Open this link and you pull up in there. You found this screen, these folders, these ones. Okay, that's great. Now there I have a images folder of videos and Disney Plus API.json. Okay, so this is all the data you need to get for your this Disney Plus build. I am just downloading this there from Disney Plus API. Okay, go to download folders where it downloaded in your system. Okay, I just open if this Disney Plus API. Look at there guys, I have a real-time API. I am very excited to look up there guys. In this API we have every category: movies, popular, trending, new to Disney, each and everything movies. Okay, great. Cut there. I am renaming this API to movies API. Okay, and this secret key file just right there, private key. Otherwise, browser did not understood. Just write private key. Otherwise, browser did not understand. Okay, that's great. Go back to the Google. In there, I have two methods. Okay, first, it's explain methods, file store export, and the other one file store import. It takes two prefixes, account credentials, okay, and backup file. Account credential means to add our private key, and backup file means to add a file which we want to push into the Firebase file store. Okay, so maybe our package is installed. Yes, it is installed. Okay, just CLS there. Moves to download folder. Downloads. Okay, yes, this is my folder name, downloads. Okay, in there I just placing a command, not this one. I just placing a command which is file store import. Okay, file store import. What import? First, my credential file, which is the name is private key. Just copy, paste there as a JSON format. Okay, as a JSON format, and also I have my backup file which I want to push into my API file store database movies API, and just .json. Enter, and it's going to be pushing data. It says me, are you sure? Are you want to import this data? I just write yes, I want to import this data, and it is writing the document for movies collection. It takes up to some seconds. Look at there, guys. If I go back to my file store database, look at there, we have a data. We have a lot of data in just seconds. Look at there, every single data in my file store database. What is that, guys? I am really excited to build this functionalities. Oh my goodness, what is that? Okay, that's great, that's great. Come back to our project anyways. Okay, now close this terminal. Now guys, move back to home.js. Okay, in there first I am using use effect. Okay, and it should be imported. Okay, it is imported, yes. Now it's again a fatal function, add a dependencies array in there. Beautiful. In the use effect, I am using the database config. Actually, I want whenever browser is refreshing, use effect push my data, just simple. Okay, great. I am importing at the top of my home.js because I am avoid from errors. Okay, great. Now database config, in there we have a collection. Okay, if I go back to firestore.base, look at there, I have a collections of my data. Okay, so which collection? Which is movies. Okay, it's a string. Just write there movies dot. In there we have a function. We want to capture data and then display into our DOM. So I am using a function snapshot. It's take a parameter. Just write snapshot. Okay, it's a fatal function. Great. If I console log there snapshot, okay, and you must be look a beautiful message in the console. Okay, we have an order. That is goal auth provider undefined. Okay, great. Go to firebase.js and there, yes, okay. We need to override the auth, so just write there auth instead of auth config. Save the changes, go back to home.js, again save, and boom, refresh, and we have no errors. Just click in there, console log, boom. Uncaught error in snapshot listener, missing insufficient permission. Okay, we are using the production mode, so it's give me a error. I am going to the rules, monitoring the rules, just write there true and publish. Okay, look at this guys, we are hacking everything. Oh my goodness, what is that? Now I am refresh there, and after some time when the use effect is pushed, look at it, we have our data guys. That's so good, that's so good. We have our data. Oh my goodness, what is that? This is our data. Okay, let's go. Okay, now go back to VS Code. I comment down there snapshot dot, in there I have a docs. Okay, look, if I show you, this is actually a capture. Okay, in there I have a docs. In this docs I have arrays of in this array I have my object. Okay, so I want to move in the docs. It's map a function. Map is a function which pulling up data into a single items. Okay, so it's take a parameter doc, and it's again a factor function. Okay, great guys. There map is always returning something, but we do not need to write return. We are using there a switch case. Okay, switch case is just allows to move data into different categories. So for that I am using a Redux management system. Okay, Redux management system. First of all, go back to the Google, search there React Redux. Okay, this is the website of React Redux. Okay, official page of React. It is a library which is helps to add a global state in our UI DOM. Okay, that's great. Just copy this command yarn add React Redux and split a terminal just in there. Okay, it's a command prompt, not CMD. Yes, it's a command prompt. Yarn add React Redux. This package is going to be pulling up. Okay, and also we got a one more package which is Redux toolkit. I am using their Redux toolkit for my global state. Okay guys, actually we are using their Flux architecture system. Guys, if I going to take you on my whiteboard, okay, look at there, I have this DOM. Imagine this is a DOM. Okay, in this DOM I have different data just like as it is. Boom boom, this is my data. Oh my goodness. Okay, great, this is data, and this data is handling up by a single state. Okay, by a single state. So that state is called store. Okay, actually how will it works if I clear there? How will it works? And just increase the size. Okay, choose this text. Yes, first we are taking action on the data. Okay, taking action on data, just like we are grabbing data from the database, we are pulling data, okay, by snapshot. we are snapshotting on data. Okay, you can say that just like as it is. And just after that I am going to dispatch this data by React Redux. Okay, and this Redux is also a state. Okay, great. And this dispatch data we need to store into a single state, so it's called store. It's a toolkit. Okay, it's a toolkit of Redux code. Okay, it is handling my whole data. Okay, and just after storing the data in there, I am viewing my data into the DOM. Either how we can view data into our DOM, it's your own. You can use your if else conditions. Okay, just if else conditions. Either you can use switch statements, whatsoever, it's depend on you. It's a whole logic in there which we are reusing in that. Okay, so clear out all this one from there. Okay, go out from there, yes, and just copy this from yon add redux toolkit, go back. Okay, our package redux is still installed, and add this package redux toolkit. Okay, till it's installing, I am adding a one more folder in there called Redux into the components called Redux. This Redux folder have a one more folder called reducers or actions. Okay, and one more folder store, which is my central state of the DOM. Okay, in this store we have a one more file called store.js. Awesome. Okay, in this reducer I have a file movie.js or movie reducer.js. Okay, some developer programmers read the name slice whatsoever. I just write the name reducer. Okay, in this movie reducer I am going to, okay, maybe it's installed yet it's installed. Okay, delete this terminal, also this compile successfully. Yes, it is installed. Okay, first we need to import create slice where from Redux. Okay, add Redux toolkit, wait, it's not a space. Okay, create slides from add Redux toolkit. You look, it's a very good function. It's a global state. Okay, now we are initializing the state in it. State. Okay, and it's again an object. Okay, I am saying popular because we have different categories. So popular, first time it has no data, I am just writing null. Okay, Hollywood. Okay, again it's null, and new to, it's Disney, new to Disney, so I just write new to. Okay, again it's null. Kids TV, also it's null. Okay, and original, just original, it's also null. Then we have trending, null. Okay, that's good. We set our initial states. Okay, similarly if I go back, look at there guys, this is my initial state. We have no data. Okay, but when it's going to be pulling from database, then we have data. So I am setting up a state in there. Just write there const movie reducer. Okay, and it's a create slice. Great. Again, it's objects. I am setting up a name of this reducer called movie. Okay, and set up this initial state and also add in their reducers. Okay, this reduces again objects. We are using their ECMAScript syntax, ECMA 17 at next. Boom, let's go guys, let's go. Okay, in there we need to set a state. So I just write there set Disney. Okay, Disney movies, and it's up to takes a fetch function with two parameters. Okay, which is state or action. Look at there guys, we have their action, state and action. In there we are performing action. I just saying that state dot popular, okay, is equal to some action. I don't know which action. Okay, so action dot payload. Action dot payload. Payload means we don't know which action is going to take place in there. Okay, action dot payload dot popular. Okay, again similarly we have state dot Hollywood. It's again up to anonymous actions dot Hollywood. Okay, state dot new to, and it's again a action payload dot new to. Okay, state dot kids TV, action dot payload kids TV. Okay, original dot just state dot original action dot payload. Actually I am very excited, so I just shutting up. Oh, don't worry. Anyways, again the last one we have trending equals to action. Okay, payload just payload dot trending. Okay, yes, and just after that it's object, so I am just writing comma, it's also object, terminate there. Okay, great. We need to export this set Disney movies. I am using their ECMA sampling syntax. Okay, so export const as object my set Disney movies into a reducer called movie reducer dot actions. Okay, boom, great. Now we have every categories a state. Every categories have a state, so I am setting up a state component to be there. Export const select popular. Okay, and it's up to be a state. Look at there guys, I'm just using my local sense. Okay, using my sense which state, which is we set in their movie. Okay, which we set in their movie dot popular. Look at what I say there. If in this state there is any data of popular movies, then select. Just simple guys, that's simple, it's very cool. Okay, copy paste just sometimes, and this is Hollywood, select Hollywood. Okay, and also in there Hollywood, and this is new to Disney. Yes, select new to, just write there movie dot new to. Okay, and movie dot kids TV, movie dot originals, movie dot trending. Okay, original, and there we have trending. Select trending, select original, original. Okay, and also select kids TV state. Boom, let's go. We are setting out global states. Boom, let's go. Now we need to export default as a function this reducer. Okay, so I just setting up my state into there. Maybe we need to kill up this terminal and again start a new terminal. Okay, cancel and shut down this terminal. Okay, and again yawn start. It's just open in some seconds. Now go to the store.js. Guys, this store takes my whole global state. Okay, global state of my Disney movies, and then it's providing all the data into every single state. So this state is called category. Okay, maybe you understood my happen what I am saying. Okay, great. Now guys, first import config store from Redux toolkit. Okay, now we need to export our this store by storing into our variable store, just like store. Okay, config store. In there I am set my reducer which is called movie. Okay, and there we have a movie reducer. Look at it's imported, just imported. Okay, great. Save that changes. Now we need to set this global state in our index.js. Okay, and remove this browser router from there. We no need to add browser router. Okay, import again a provider which is also a object. Okay, provider from Redux, React Redux. Okay, and first before this provider, just import store. Import store from Redux store.js. Okay, that's so good, guys. Okay, now this browser, instead of this browser router, just provide their provider. Okay, and this provider takes a parameter called store. Okay, so add this store in there, save the changes, and look at there we have an error. Initial state is not defined into the movie reducer.js. Initial state. Okay, we have their spelling wrong. Initial state, yes. Okay, now guys, ignore all these warnings. Okay, and first go to home.js. I am adding there an arrays. Okay, every categories have a single array. We are mapping this array into this movies collection of type. Okay, if I console log there dot data. Okay, just go back to the console and we found our data. Look at this, guys, that's so good. What is that? Amazing, guys. Okay, and if I just write their type, it's giving every single type of every data. Okay, now I am using their switch case. You can also use if else condition, but switch case is best in this situation, so I am using the switch case. Okay, and I am just saying that dog.data.type if matches to a single value to my single state. Which state? If I go back into the Redux dev tools, just right there, look at there, we have a state popular. Okay, I am matching data to this state popular, Hollywood, new to kids. We just defined in previous file. We just defined in the movie reducer these states. Okay, so popular. Okay, and also we have a one more case in there which is just like this one, Hollywood. Okay, and we have a one more case in there. Okay, if I copy from there new to, I am copying this from there because if any word is override into a single state, then we got many errors which we did not handling. Okay, that's great. Okay, and kids TV is also a state. Okay, then break. If this state exists, show me data, then break and go out from my code. Okay, that's so good, so good. Break. Okay, and also I have my last case which is trending. In there we have a break. Okay, I just defined my switch case. Okay, now how we can pull this data into a single array then show into our DOM. Okay, if I close this one, now I show you better. Okay, I'm just writing there, look at there, I'm just writing there populars. Okay, and this is an array. Okay, again there is a Hollywood, it's also an array, and news 2 is an array, so kids TV. Okay, similarly originals. Okay, and trending. Okay, I just call my these arrays into every single case. Look at there. Okay, great. Now actually this array, inside this array we have these objects. If I go to console, look at there, inside this array we have these objects. Okay, we need to retrieve back this data into our DOM. Okay, so first in this array every data has a unique ID. I am mapping this ID into this array. Okay, so I just add there an object. This brackets is called object. Okay, good, that's so good. Now dog.id. Okay, I am using their array destructuring, so I just write there id dog.id. Simple, it's so simple. Okay, now I am using this spread operator dog.data. We can use their array destructuring, but its logic very difficult, so I just use spread operator. Okay, this first dot is map my array, this dot is the value of this array, and this dot is the index of that ID. Look at there guys, it's so simple. The spread operator works so simple. So this is called acmy 18 at next. Okay, that's so good, that's so good. I am passing all these objects into every single case. Okay, now what I did there, I just pass my data into every single array. Now the question is that how retrieve this data. Okay, good question. I'm going back to movie reducer. Look at it. We have every data a single state. Okay, so in there I have an array. I am mapping this array into this state. Okay, after mapping this state, then I select data. Okay, good. So just write there dot populars and a comma. Simple. I am just use spread operators, not a map function, not anything. Okay, good. Now there dot Hollywoods. Great. Okay, and in there dot new tools. Okay, in there dot kids TVs. Okay, and in there I have dot originals. Also in there I have my trending category. Guys, I just applies actions on data. You can say that we applied an actions on every single data. Okay, so we completed our work just till actions. Okay, now we are dispatching this action by React Redux. Okay, go back and into just after completing this objects. Okay, in there terminate. Before this one enter, I am dispatching their action, so I just write there dispatch which actions which I have in my started Disney movies. Oh, what is that? This is my state. Okay, so just right there set Disney movies. We need to import this Disney movies at the top just below there. Okay, great. Okay, so in there we have every Disney movies and object. So I am passing this state to this dispatch. Okay, and look at there guys, popular is actually a state. So I just passing the array to there. Okay, Hollywood is also a state. I just write Hollywoods. Okay, new to is also a state, so I just write new tools. Okay, and there I have kids TV. I pass into my arrays kids TV. Similarly, original passing to originals. Okay, trending is passed into the trending array. That's so good. Okay, now we have many warnings. Ignore all these warnings. This warnings is due to this map function. This map function is always returning something, but this switch case is not worked on return. Okay, because this switch case is also return us a data. Okay, so due to we have this warning in the upcoming version of this Disney Plus clone. I remove all those warnings. Okay, so stay tuned for next upcoming updates of this Disney Plus website. Okay, that's it. Now I save the changes, move back to home.js. First I am going to add data into originals.js. Okay, now we need to select our state. How we can select state? I am using their use selector. Okay, I am using their use selector. Guys, if I show you again my whiteboard, okay, now look at there, this is our DOM. In this DOM we have this data, this data, this data, this and this. Okay, great, clear. Now first what we did, just write these tags. First we perform these actions. Okay, after this action I dispatch the data. After dispatching data I stored into a central store, okay, which is my global state. Okay, so now this is time to pulling up data. Guys, this is time to show data by using use selector from Redux. Okay, Redux React. That's great. So come back, move to our project. Okay, at top of there, import use selector from React Redux. Okay, it's imported. Now just in there, use selector. Okay, this, look at there guys, if I show you the syntax, use selector is just setting up a state. Okay, so we are adding in it a state. I am selecting my original movies. Okay, also import at the top of there. I select my original movies. Okay, I select my original state. So I just write there movies. So simple, it's so simple. Okay, now this movies is going to map my data. Okay, and in there, yes, just in there I am mapping my movies and movies. If movies exist, then show movies or map these movies. Okay, otherwise this will be error. It takes, okay, this map function is always returning something. Okay, so I just pulling up wrap in there. Okay, I remove all these data from there, which is my dummy data. Okay, let's go remove this data and just write their value and index, or you can say that element according to your need. Okay, great. Guys, in this image source, I am just matching the value dot card image. Okay, look at there, go back, we have their card image copy from there. We have card image copy from there, just write card image, save. Okay, and in the alternative I am passing value dot id, single id, just id. In this step I am passing a key of every index. Now save the changes. Look at there, we have no error. Okay, it says lookup message defined but never used. Oh my goodness, great. Go back to my document. Look at there guys, we have our data. Oh my goodness, what is that? So good, that's so good guys. Okay, this is data pulling from the real-time database. Oh my goodness guys. Okay, that's great. Now let's move back to other categories, just like first of all, okay, just after that we have new to Disney. Go to there, new to Disney. Okay, I am again importing this use selector into there. Okay, in this use, just write use selector This use selector is select a state which is new to Disney. Okay, or what is there is need to import at the top. Actually VS Code intelligence is not working, I told you before. Okay, I am just map all this data in there after removing this one. Let's go. Okay, just right there. And we need to add this movie state in there. Remove this Luca image. Thank you Luca image for holding my local data. Okay. Now let's move back. What is that, guys? This is our data. Oh my goodness. Every single item has own data. Okay. Now again copy this from there, go to populars, remove all this dummy data from there. Okay, paste into there, import their use selector. Okay, select a state called popular. We need to import at the top, and also just right there movies, and now import use selector from where React Redux. Okay, look at there, guys. Save that, go back, boom, we have our data in also popular categories. Okay, that's good. Now copy this from there, go to trending, remove all this dummy data. Okay, let's go in there. I have a use selector. Okay, use selector. This use selector is for trending. Select trending. Okay, great. It should be imported. No, it not yet imported. Okay, don't worry. We just imported select trending from React Redux movies, and also this use selector. Import this use selector from where? React Redux. Go back to trendings, refresh, boom, we have our data. Okay, look at there, guys. Now go to hollywood.js. Okay, in there we have data, and Disney for kids. Okay, in there. Okay, first copy this from there into the Hollywood, also delete this setup from there, paste. Okay, add a use selector in there, select state which is state Hollywood. Okay, and also right there movies, import use selector from React Redux. Okay, now go to Disney Kids. In there, map this data of every single items. Okay, import the use selector. First import. Okay, then use this selector in there. Select a state Disney Kid. Okay, and this state is called movies of every single item. Okay, now import. Yes, we need to import select Disney Kids. Okay, select Kids TV. Yes, boom. Save the changes. Go back. Boom, guys. What we have every single item or data. Okay, that's so good. Now we did just pull every single item detail. Okay, let's move to detail.js in there. Okay, my friends, I just added the useState use effect from React. Okay, and set up a useState hook. Okay, and initial state will be blank, and also useState effect. Okay, good. Now to fetch this detail, I'll show you some data. If in there every single document have an ID. Okay, look at there, every single document have an ID. So we need to map this ID into database, then display detail of every single object. Move it. Okay, now search there, use from hook from React Router DOM, go to there and look up there in the use history, use param. It just returns an object key value pair of a parameter, okay, which match the current root of your DOM and render into your DOM. Okay, I just imported in there, import use params from React Router DOM and define their const id equals to use params. It's a function. Okay, great. In there I am to import first database config. Okay, import this database from Firebase. Import database config from /firebase.js. Okay, great. This database have a collection of movies. Okay, then now guys, this collection have dogs. I just write their dog, and every dog have a single ID. I pass their ID. Okay, then I am getting the data from database. It sends me a response like promise. Okay, so I just write their dog. Okay, if there is any dog exist, okay, then set state dog.data. Okay, and else did not exist, then give me an error message, console log dot detail cannot be fetched. Okay, boom, great. Now in this dependency array, add id, because it's a pair of hooks, so we need to add id in there. Okay, now to map this data, I just using their ternary operator. Okay, state, and if state matches to my data, then render this data inside this React fragment. Okay, and pull out all this data, cut out, paste in the React fragment. Okay, good, that's so good. Okay, let's go. I just add their title, also remove this information from there, also remove this from there. Okay, and maybe we need to remove this. Okay, now guys, I'm coming back to database. Look at there, we have their description, titles, genres, and title image. Okay, and the most important, background image. Okay, Great. Now just in there I just say that state dot title image. Okay, and in there again it's an object, say dot I have generous. Okay, and again I have description, state dot description. It's in capital, description. Okay, we need to just match from database description. Okay, or maybe it's full. Yes, it is full. If I go back in there, okay, we need to add a URL in every single document. So in there just add a URL. Right, first we need to check the root. What is root? Our root is /detail. Okay, great. So use in their backticks /detail/ and I am using template literals. I am mapping the value.id, simple value.id. Okay, great. When I say that it's my original document, go back to which cell. Okay, now go back to browser into originals. Okay, click anywhere. Oh my goodness, what is that? Wonder Park. Okay, Wonder Park. Now we need to change the background. The image, go to detail.js. Yes, there. In the detail.js, first I have a background. Okay, I am using the inline styling. Okay, in there I have a background. Okay, in this background I am using the backticks. Okay, passing the URL using template literals. Okay, it should be in parentheses. Yes, in there I have state dot background image. Okay, good, so good. When I save the changes and remove this one from there, go back, boom, we have every single object related data. Okay, so good. We need to just set up this image. Okay, and in there just use a, okay, it's a template literal, so it's comma. Okay, I am passing there a background size. Just add a background size which is in the single quotes cover. Okay, background position center. Okay, and background repeat, not repeat. In there we can use inline styling, so I just write in the single quotes, it's the syntax to inline styling in React. Okay, now good, so good. Oh my goodness, that's so good. We need to add also in there a linear gradient. Okay my friends, I just add the linear gradient in the background. Okay, and save the changes, go back, and boom, we have our background image. Okay, go back. If I click there, just like trolls, look, we have a trolls background. Okay, that's so good. Okay, maybe we need to just add a color in there, trailer button, and go to trailer button. Okay, go to trailer button. In there we, okay, copy this code from there. Yes, this code from there and paste into also the trailer button. Instead of just write white, just white. We no need to add these media queries, something like this. Important. Okay, I am overriding, and on hovering I want black, so it's always black. Boom, let's go. Look at that, guys. So good, so good. Okay, and in the hover I want black. Boom, should be added. Yes. Okay, great. Now we need to add all this link into every single document. Okay, go to popular.js. Instead of this, just paste. Instead of, okay, just add. Okay, go to new Disney, and instead of this string, just add this one. Save. Into the Hollywoods, instead of this I just pasted this one. Into the Disney Kids I just added this. Okay, Disney is cleared, and Hollywood. Okay, into trending. Yes, trending and popular is still there. Also we have one more file which is popular. There is popular. Okay, it's added. Now my friends, if I click there, it's my originals movies. Okay, let's go. We have data, we have data. If I click into a new Disney, just like as it is after moving a slide. Okay, Panda, Kung Fu Panda, that's a real time very beautiful movie. Okay, now into trending. Oh my goodness, what is that? We have data. Okay, into Hollywood, and into Hollywood also we have data, and to there, look at there. Okay, that's correct, that's so good. Click there. That's so good, guys. Every single category is worked properly. Okay, that's great. Now we need to add a goal auth in there. What is that? It's not showing up. It's not showing up. Okay, go to the navbar.js, to the navbar.js, where into the component there we have navbar.js, and add a z index in the nav. Okay, we forgot to add the z index. Passy should be 1, z index it should be 25,000. Yes, 2500. Now refresh. Hardly. Click. Okay, it's not displaying. Why it's not displaying? Add opacity into the pop-up menu right there. Okay, and also if I move back to the banner.js home banner, and to this carousel, this is actual div. To this carousel I set, if I set up the opacity 1500, and otherwise on, if I refresh there, and oh my goodness, look at it, so good guys. Let's go. Okay, now just move back to Disney home. We are going to add Google Auth in there. Okay, great. Now guys, let's move back to VS Code. Okay, in the components I have a folder called Redux. In this folder I have reducer. In the reducer I am going to add one more file, user reducer.js. okay, boom. Simply, it's very simple. It's just like movie reducer. First we need to add a create slice. Okay, put this create slice into Redux toolkit. Okay, now I am going to initialize my state in it. Okay, initial state should be blank, just like this one. Okay, now there we have email of user, then I have a photo of user. Okay, great. I'm going to add a user reducer into create slice. Okay, and this is again an object. Add a reducer's name which is user. Okay, and add their initial state, and there just add a reducers. Okay, reducers, yes, great. Maybe I have an error. Yes, it's comma and it's reducers. Okay, now in there we have two states. If I go back there, first I have sign out state, then I have a login state. Okay, simple. Just right there set login state. Okay, and it's again a fetch arrow function with this object. Okay, in there I have a parameter state and action. Okay, now in there I have a one more state which is logout state. Okay, again I have a state, then action. I want to perform some action on there. Okay, then it's worked, and just comma there, comma, and also there terminate. Okay, now I am exporting these all states into user reducer as a action. Okay, and just right there set login state, set logout state. Okay, simple, so good. Now just we need to export our username and user email and user photo as a selector. So first we need to add a state dot name, just like movie state dot name is equal to some action dot payload dot name. Okay, great. Again I have this state dot my email equals to an anonymous action dot payload dot email. Okay, now there I have again a state dot photo, then action dot payload, then I have photo. Okay, what is that move there? Now when user signed in, I want all these states. Okay, if user logged out, I want to set all these states into a null. I want no data, just null. Okay, it's so simple guys, it's so simple. Okay, so first export and a variable select username. Okay, set into a state and then send into state. Okay, great. I just set up a state dot user dot name. Similarly I have their user email, select user email, select user photo. Okay, email, and that's it, photo. Now there we have state. Oh, let's go, just set our reducer as a default. Okay, this reducer dot reducer. Now we just set our global state for the user. Okay, Now import this user reducer into the store.js, okay, which is your fully central state. Okay, import, well, what is the import user reducer from reducer.js, okay, and user, again it's there, boom. Now move back to the navbar.js, maybe it is there, okay. In there I am first selecting my username, so import use selector from React Redux, okay. Just add a syntax of use selector. In this state I am selecting my user state, okay. Write their username, okay, and just after this nav brand I am sub add authentications if username not existed in there, okay. Then render a login button, okay. Just write their login, close this one and log in. Otherwise show me all this data into a React fragment, okay. Pull out all this data in there, just okay, there. Now there guys, we have a added login button is not defined, okay, and come out there in their cons, okay, and login button style as a button. I am styling this button, okay. I just add a code from project, look at there, just write this code to make a beautiful button, okay. I just copy paste because it's so simple to develop this button. Save, the changes is compiling, great, okay. Now let's move back to there and look. Oh my goodness, what is that? We have real-time authentication of the user, okay. Look at there, so good. Just add a color into there, which is white, okay, and this number is going to be 7vh, not 9vh. Yes, so good guys, look at there. Increase a font size and font size, okay. Add a font size which is 1 rem and 1 point something like 1.2 rem. Go back, boom, we have our login done. That's so good, okay. When user press there, it should be authenticate, okay. How it would authenticate? I am add a function in there, cons sign in, okay. This is a flat function, console.log clicked, okay. I displaying a message clicked and on click event into the login button. On click event, pass this function sign in, go there into the console. When user, okay, clear the console. When user press this one, it should be clicked, look at there, click 2 times 3 times 4, oh my goodness, good, so good, okay. Let's move back in there. First I have a auth and provider. If I go back to my Firebase.js, okay, Firebase not in there, just open the Firebase. For the user authentications I have my auth and provider, okay, good. We need to import this auth and provider into the navbar.js, okay. So let's move back navbar.js. First I write there auth and it should be import from the Firebase. Look at there, auth is imported. Dot, when I press the dot, I have many methods, sign in methods like anonymously, credential, custom token, password, whatever. I want to go with pop-up. It takes a provider parameter, as I told you maybe. Okay, just write the provider. It's pulling from the Firebase. Okay, it sent me a promise. It says me I have your data. Okay, it's promised me to give data. Okay, good, so good. Now add a response to this promise. Okay, great. In there, guys, if I console log this response, okay, go back to our app in there, console. Okay, just focus on the console and log in there. Boom, we have error, user not allowed. By friends, why user not allowed? Because we did not authenticate from the Firebase. Now guys, move to authentication. Getting started with authentication. Now all these platforms available there, but I am using their Google. Click there, enable, add, configure your email and save. It takes up to some minutes. Okay, and it's enabled. Refresh. Okay, if I click there, it is signed up from my account. Look at there. Boom. Let's go. I have my name, my email, each and everything, my metadata, whatsoever, my photo URL. Oh my goodness, what is that, guys? And operation type sign in. Look at that. So good, guys, so good. Let's back and okay, commit this one. I just write there, let user and response dot user. Okay, response dot user. I am going to dispatch all these states. So first we need to import use dispatch. Okay, and also add this dispatch in there from React Redux. Okay, good, so good. Okay, I am dispatching all these states in there. So dispatch. Okay, again, just like I said Disney movies. Okay, it's also very simple. I am set in there the login state and it's imported from the reducer. Look at this. Okay, I just set login state and this state also again an object. Okay, in there I have a name. Okay, so this user will map there. Just write the user dot. If I go there in the user, look at there, this is the user. In there I have my display name. What is that, guys? It's so cool. Okay, in there I have email. If I just write the user dot email, okay, go there and then I have email. Okay, just after that I have photo URL. Okay, good. If just write photo and user dot I have photo URL. Look at there, guys, it's so cool. Just terminate. Guys, after dispatch all the states, okay, user should be pushed into the home screen. So how the user will push into home screen is by the use history. So this is the use history. Look at there, it's just navigate to the user from one location to another location, import the use history, let history use history, then push into the home. So it's so good. Okay, just in there I am importing the use history from react.dom. Simply copy from there this and paste into this path. Okay, this time I am going with const, not let, because we are using the script. Okay, so I just write there history dot push into the home. Okay, okay, and I just write there user will navigate into home. Okay, good. Go back into our app, refresh hardly, clear out console. When click there, the user should be, oh goodness, what is that, guys? Look at their user just authenticated and pulled back to the home screen. What is that? And we are fetching all the data. Oh, let's go. Okay, great. Now I want to add the user in photo in there. So just like user name, I select user photo from you selected. Okay, select user photo. Okay, and just add this variable into there. Instead of this static data, instead of this static admin, I am adding this user image into there, user photo. Okay, so let's move back to there and look at there, it's the user photo. If I inspect on this one, look up into there, boom, we have the user provided by the Google. Okay, that's great, that's so good. Now we need to add a functionality sign out, and let's move to home just like this one. Okay, to make this one into move back home, just add a root in there /home. Okay, so how it works, I am fetching the detail just like as. Okay, click there, click into home, it should be pushed back to the home. Boom, let's go. Okay, great. Now how the user will sign out after signing. So question is that in there. Okay, now add a function in there, add a function in there, sign out. Okay, this function should be pass an event on click in the sign out button. On click event file, when user clicked. Okay, I console log the message to check what is this button is work. If user just click into the button, okay, and it should be clicked. Oh, let's go, it's worked properly. Okay, boom. Now I just writing there, it's just simple, it's so good, guys. There I just pulling the pop-up menu. Similarly, auth dot, I have a method there, sign out, sign out. Okay, sign out. Great, and then it sent me again a promise. Okay, this time it's a blank function. Okay, great, it's again dispatch the data, and this data is going to be set out state, set log out state. So log out state is what, which is null. Okay, so when user logged out, I want to history push into the login screen just like as. Okay, so this I passing the command, this will navigate the user into back login screen after sign out. Okay, so it says that sign out state is not defined, set logger state is not defined. Okay, so just set logout state. Now it is defined. Boom, we have no error. When I click that, it must be logged out. And oh, we have one, because maybe we are invoking an event. Okay, so let's move back to VS Code and find what is the missing. Oh, we missed their trances. Save and should be work. Click there. Oh my goodness, you check the root, it's the login screen /root. Okay, again click there, authenticate from the Google, and it's going to be push home screen. Okay, and then it's moved back to the log out. Okay, great. But when I refresh this one, sign out state still there. Okay, great. But if user logged in, okay, after refreshing, the login state must be still into the cache of Chrome or your browser. Okay, look at there, it's not working. It's not working. Guys, for that purpose, I am dispatching all the data into a use effect. Okay, on state change, I just right there at the top, just right there, use effect. Maybe it's imported. Yes, it's imported at top. Okay, it's again a fat arrow function with a dependency array. Okay, great. In there, what I am going to say, auth dot on state changed. Okay, on state changed. Which state? When user logged in. Okay, then user here, user logged in, so the user is here. Okay, then it's a fat arrow function, and I am going to be async this function, async. Okay, so if user existed in there, then dispatch all the data. Which data? Which is set login state. Okay, so this data. Okay, great, and push the user into home. Okay, terminate. Just simple. And now we have two warnings: use web missing dependencies, dispatch, and history. To avoid this warning, just add in there dispatch and this history. Okay, as it is. Now go back, refresh hardly. Okay, I am going to console in there, just side by side as it is. Okay, so I signed in and user is authenticating. Look at there, authenticating from the Google. Okay, and we have our login, sorry, we have our home screen. Okay, look at there, and there we have some violations. Okay, don't worry, it's working properly. I refresh again, the user still in the home screen. Okay guys, that's so good. I sign out and look at there, it's sign out. When I refresh, again user and build. So it is the working of use effect on or state changed. Okay, now again logged in. I want to show you something is there. Oh, let's go. We have no errors, and it looks so good, guys. That's our project which we built. That's really much pretty, guys. That's really much pretty. Now we are pushing this project into Firebase just like as a live server. Look at there, it's going to be live. So I am pushing back this file into the Firebase. Okay, and go back in there into the terminal. Okay, cancel out this terminal from there. It's not working. Okay, new terminal, go to the command prompt, in there cls. Okay, guys, just write a command run build. Okay, I show you these commands into the Google. Go back, create React app, and then go to .dev. Okay, create React app.dev. Getting started into the deployment section, I have a command run build. It creates a directory production of your app. It set up your HTTP server for the visitor in index.html. Okay, and request static path. Great. I am going to production of our app. Look at there, production version is just set up. We need to go back into the Firebase, set up hosting. Getting started with the hosting. Okay, first install these tools. Go back into the command prompt and install these tools. I have already, so I did not install in the yet. You must be install this tool into your local system globally, otherwise you're not able to pull your app into the Firebase. Okay, great. Now next, Firebase login. Yeah, I have already login, so I just write there logout. Okay, because I want to show you something, a different cool thing. It says me the user logged out. Okay, now Firebase login. It's opening a URL live. Okay, yes, I want proceed. I want to go with CLI. Okay, great. Sign in as Muhammad Ahmed. Oh my goodness, allow. Well, we have success. We have a message success to log in into the Firebase. Now go back and Firebase in it, copy this command from there, paste, enter. Firebase is open. Yes, I want to proceed my data. Okay, just look up there, press space to select any choice and up and down arrow for moving upwards and downward. Okay, now select this hosting configure file, this one. Okay, select this. After pressing space, you looked, I have this. Okay, then enter. I want to go with my existing project. Yes. Okay, I select my project YouTube because in the back I have this project still. Okay, this is my build version which is live already, or this is yours project. Enter. Now there it says me, what do you want to use your public directory? Okay, I want to use this public directory into this, so I just write there build, which we just add a folder into project and pm run build. Enter. It says that configure a single page application index.js. I want to go with yes. It said that deploys with GitHub. I want to say no, and again no. Firebase initialization in our project It's complete. Look at there. We have almost all those files. Okay, clear out. Now go back into Firebase, click next. Firebase deploy. Okay, continue to console. This console takes up to some minutes to setting up, waiting for your first release. Okay, look at there. It is waiting. Now move back. CLS there. Just write a command Firebase deploy. Enter. It should be take up all those files. Okay. Yes. Go. Oh my goodness. We have all those files. Look at there. We have almost 65 files in the build folder. Okay, let's go. We are going to move on the Firebase live. If I die there, we are going to live on Google, Disney Plus. Let's go. Okay, clear. Yes, guys, URL is just set up. Okay, first I want to refresh the status of my hosting. Look up there. Still I have no files in there because Firebase takes some time to set up our files. If I open this link, it still have no files maybe. Okay, let's go. Guys, our React app is built. Look at there. Let's go. Guys, subscribe, like, share, comment if you have any query. Otherwise, stay tuned for latest updates. Okay. Now I am going to perform all the action, but first refresh again. Now we have should be all this file. Look at there. Oh my goodness, what is that? Okay. Now click there, log in, and let's go. Pull up into my Disney Plus. Oh my goodness, this is user auth. This is all the data. Guys, look at there. This is all these data. Oh my goodness, what is that? Okay, what is that? What is the hell going on? Okay, great. Now click there. Maybe it should be faster data. Oh my goodness, what is that? Okay, it should be fully responsive for every devices. Let's go with iPhone 8. Oh my goodness, what is that? I have fully mobile version. Oh, awesome guys, awesome. Click there. Let's go. Okay, great. Now finally guys, we completed our 3-day React.js challenge. Oh, it's not 3-day, but we completed our React.js challenge. Okay, React.js challenge us to complete this Disney Plus website. Also guys, we just completed and we are going live into the Firebase. Let's go. Okay, great. So guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Okay, and again I am back with a new project after a day. Thank you very much. I am going to sign out. Let's go.
Game over.